back to my channel. Guys, today we are going to talk about something totally different, something different but interconnected. Okay, so of recent, a lot of people has been complaining regarding the visa processing while coming to Lithuania. Okay, I must have to be truthful with you or to indicate that a lot of things has changed. You understand? So when things are changing, we also have to, how do I explain, try to develop new mechanisms on how to be able to handle these things. Okay, now today this video is about for visa challenges. Today is praying your way through. You don't apply for a visa and you go and sleep. We are coming from the African continent that is totally different from other continents. The way the Europeans apply for visa is totally different. If an European person goes to the embassy to apply for visa with the correct document, they don't stress themselves because they know correct document, they deal on paper. So now, it's like the forces or the spiritual realm of the things happening in the European continent understand that this is how it works. They believe on paper. And the European person cannot apply for visa and go and start praying and fasting and doing all that. No, that is not how they see it. It's totally different from when you are coming from Africa. Because there are forces that guide every nation. So you cannot just apply for visa and you go and rest. You have to do the spiritual checkup. You have to check everything spiritually. You have to make sure everything is fixed from the spiritual realm. Because that is how the continent operates. There are forces everywhere that stops you from achieving what you want to achieve. The first day you went to the immigration center to get your passport, the forces within your father's premises, where your father is from, where your mother is from, even though the sacrifices that have been done in Nigeria, everything happening, are aware that you want to leave the country. So there will be obstacles. They try to put these loopholes. So you don't just sit down and say, oh, my agent is perfect, or my agent have done 99% of the work. I just have to submit a good documentation in order for me to receive my visa. From the place we are coming from, it does not work like that. Because one, I don't really want to be shooting a video where I'll be promoting envy, anger, and all these things. I don't really want to talk about it. All I'm saying is you have to pray your way through. You have to receive your visa spiritually before you can take the visa physically. Because your continent is totally different. The forces in Nigeria, the way they operate is totally different. Let's take it back to the Bible. When Daniel made a prayer that he was waiting for the answer of the prayer, the angel could not deliver until angel Michael went to intervene because the angel was held back by the prince of Persia. What are you guys saying? You have to pray it out. I thought this guy's an angel. Why is she talking about prayer? Because it's important. I've gone through the same system, the same trials you all are going through now. So if I don't encourage you through my videos, if I don't tell you the truth, that's going to be bad from my own side. Praying your way through. Take your visa spiritually before it's being stamped on your passport physically. Because there are forces that doesn't want you to make it in life. It could be in human form. It could be in form of your relative. It could be in form of finances. It could be in form of things happening around you. They are just forces. They are just obstacles. They're just hindrances everywhere. You can't just sit down. You can't just sleep. You can't just rest till you get what you want. When I wanted to leave Nigeria, it was a lot of power tussle. Spiritual power tussle. I could understand. I could sense it. I could feel it. And I told my mom, I said, this is the last time you're going to see me here. I am leaving. And I left. Most of you have money. Money is not a problem. There are a lot of obstacles which you have to clear spiritually. Now, another thing I want to talk about in regards to visa challenges is, you see that when you want to apply for visa, it's as if all the doors have closed. everybody that promises you tend to turn their backs on you. There are no relatives, there are no friends. Then everybody, I don't have money, I should have helped, but the money is not there, this is not this. That is the part of the obstacles. That is the part of the challenges that we are talking about. Because those things need to happen for you to be able to stretch. There is an inward ability that you carry. But something needs to happen for you to be able to stretch from the inside. Which is to say that you are stretching from the inside out. Forgetting everything that is happening around your premises, forgetting the situation, forgetting the circumstances, and looking forward to the goal of what you want to achieve. Doors closes. People promise you, I'm going to help you. Once you time, just get the admission. When you want to do the visa, once you are about to start your visa, I call them. Oh, you should have called me yesterday. You should have called me today. The money I was expecting, my container sank. This is not happening. That is, doors closes. It happened to me. When I was processing my visa, it happened to me. My uncle even died. Someone that said, okay, I will assist you. These are obstacles. But within myself, I knew where I was going. I know what I wanted. I know what I was telling myself. I was saying no to every situation because I had a goal. I was looking forward to the prize. So when these doors close, there are always other doors. But you need to figure it out as an individual because you are the carrier. You are the person in question that needs this thing. You need to achieve that goal. So doors closes. It is not new. So I have tons of students coming to me and looking at them, I just realize that they don't understand that this is a spiritual battle. The number 3 thing is country regulations. For example, different countries have their regulations. Okay? Now here in Lithuania, they have their own regulations. But in Nigeria, there are some regulations that are not suitable for students. For example, people that got admission in Poland are still finding it extremely difficult today to get an appointment. In 2014, a student that was processing documents for Czech Republic, which is the reason why I don't do Czech Republic today, couldn't go to Czech Republic. Why? Because there was no appointment date. Governmental regulations or bilateral regulations between Nigeria and the consulate or the representative of Poland in Nigeria could have a relationship or could have a bilateral agreement that will be affecting the citizen. And comparably to the kind of country that we have called Nigeria, where the citizen, the interest of the citizens is not their priority, their major priority. Everyone is just doing what they like and what they feel is good for the country from their own perspective without considering the citizens. So governmental regulations could be a challenge where the citizens are being affected. Now, I have been to like little countries where citizens don't have issue. All they need is just to go with the correct documentation and they get the visa. But in our own case, it's not like that. So governmental regulation could be a major challenge. So when it's happening like this, like I'm telling students, you're trying to come to Poland and you cannot get an admission application date for the visa, you switch to another country. Don't just put your head in one basket and keep wasting your time. There are other countries that are cheap as well. I might not be able to figure out the country at the same time, but that is why you have to do your research from your side to be able to do this. And the 4th thing I want to talk about is incomplete documentation. It could be an issue for visa challenge, okay? Incomplete documentation. When you're forging documents. There was a person that was rejected a visa, not because he was not qualified, not because he didn't pass the interview, but simply because he used the company, they couldn't locate him. They have to reach out to the company and they find out that he's no longer there. The company is no longer existing. The company has forwarded. Nobody could reach. There were no website. There were no contacts. There were no emails. So when you are submitting for your visa at any embassy, make sure you are submitting an authentic document. The reason is because that is why it takes time. They are scrutinizing every document. They are going through everything and making sure that all the documents are clean. Clean, I mean authentically. Okay, before they can release the country's visa to you, because once the visa is given, you have access. That is why the consulate needs to be careful who they are allowing into the country. A lot of things are happening now, apart from the COVID-19 pandemic that has been ongoing. A lot of things, there are terrorists everywhere. Every country is being extremely careful to make sure they don't use their hand to usher in bad people into their country. Do you understand? So that is why your document have to be complete. For example, we all know that they are using international medical insurance for Lithuania VFS in Nigeria. Do not go and use a Nigeria insurance. It is not permitted. It is not allowed. But most of you will do it on your own, and when things doesn't work, you just come to us. Damage control. There is nothing we can be able to do again. So make sure you have your documentations complete. If you're working with an agent, speak with the agent, speak with the school, ask questions, search on website. Make sure you have a complete document. Because this is the reason why you keep having visa challenges. There are difference between the consulate being a bit slow in response than you not being able to get your complete documentation before applying for the visa. Now, we are moving further. Another challenge you can have when you want to apply for visa is no help, no one to help you. Sometimes it's overwhelming, is very challenging because there's nobody to help. Most people come to me, my agent just got me admission, and that is it. Because sometimes you guys are the problem. You are working with an agent. Make sure you get the full package. After you give me admission, or I've gotten admission and we are moving further, what else am I going to do? Are you going to assist me with the visa process? You as yourself, as an individual, you sit down, you search for information. If you don't have who to help you, the person that started your admission, make sure you hold the person responsible for further assistance, or make sure the person connects you to another person that will be able to help you to prepare your documentation, to assist you during this visa process. That is one of you not having anybody to help you. Secondly, not having help could be in terms of sponsor. You not having anyone to sponsor you, it could be bad. We all understand this could be detrimental, especially for those of us that are coming from a bachelor's degree program that don't have anybody to help us. I do understand your pain, I do understand your plight. But the thing is, like I always say, you have to take it one step at a time. Most of you are already saving, most of you are already struggling so hard to make sure that you leave that African continent. I just want to encourage you, especially for those of you that don't have anyone to help you. It is not a do or die affair. Take it one step at a time. I'm very sure and I'm certain that God will make a way. I am a living witness. I was never like this all my life. I wasn't born like this. I wasn't born in Lithuania, the few countries I visited, I wasn't born there. Well, it was a progression. I had to pay the price. There were times I needed to do some certain things, sacrifices, to keep moving. There were times you look back to your family and it's not what you want to see, it's not what you want to hear. Because the situation speaks otherwise. But your future is telling you there is something, but you can't just understand because between you is your destiny. You're fighting this battle, this trials. You don't even know what to do. So I just want to say, hold on. If you've managed and you've gotten admission, take it easy. There could be one or two relatives that really understand. That's another thing because most times we coming from Africa, our relatives find it difficult to assist us because they don't really want you to be higher than their children. I totally do understand. I do understand everything. But at this point, I just want to encourage you to hang on there and keep trusting God. I've seen people that traveled abroad with a help of someone they never knew that is not even related to them. It happens. That could be another visa challenge as well. So going further, you can have challenges that have to do with delay from the university. The university not releasing your mediation letter, the university not releasing your acceptance letter, the embassy is not responsive, they're very slow, class have started, everything is happening. This could be delays. But the thing is that delays make people to actually lose focus. Delay make people to actually lose trust. Delay make people to actually lose hope. Delay makes people to fail amidst the circumstances, ugly circumstances, I would say. Delay make people to feel uncomfortable. Delay disorganizes people. Delay discourages people. Delay makes people to have bunch of regrets. I should have just done something different. Why am I doing this? But now I just want to say something. When you apply for your visa and it's delaying more than necessary, from our end, we are already informing the school. The school is aware. That's another thing you should know. That your visa is delaying. Because you are meant to start studies. But in the process of delaying, I can only say the only response that should be coming from you as an applicant or as a student is preparation. Prepare in place of you waiting. While you're waiting for your visa to be ready, during the delay, it's just a time for you to keep seeking the face of God. It's just a time for you to keep saying, God, I understand this delay, everything is going to work in my favor. It's just a time for you to keep speaking the word. The words they have ear, the air they have ear. Funny enough, right? Faith, what are you saying? Yeah, I do understand my people. Sometimes it happens, but I'm talking out of experience. When things are delaying, Georgia was not the first country I wanted to come to people. I wanted to travel to Ukraine. I know, right? But in midst of those delay, in midst of everything, when I was about to get and apply for my visa, that was when they told us the consulate is no longer there. After how many years, I have to start back again. But during those period of delay, do you know what I was doing? I was seeking the face of God, because I have just that understanding that it's only God that can do this for me. My mother cannot even help me. Do you understand what I'm saying? In place of delay, you seek the face of God for better answer. It's better for them to delay your documents in the consulate, whatever the consulate want to do, and it comes back with a visa in the passport. So the question today I really want to ask you is, what are you doing in the place of waiting? Now, going further, another thing we want to talk about is lack of financial capacity. Most of you really want to travel abroad, but you don't really have the money. And sometimes, some of you have already struggled, you've gotten the admission, now you're stuck somewhere. You're having this visa challenge because the money is not there to move on. Or you've already applied for the visa, but the money is not there for your ticket and everything. Okay. Everything still boils down to God. You just have to hold. You just have to hold on to God. Because no matter how it sounds, no matter how it is difficult. Trust me. Not everybody even wants to assist you to travel abroad. Trust me. Not everybody wants to help you. The reason is because what is good for the goose is good for the gender. So when we are talking about it, we are talking from the place of experience. When we are talking about it, we are talking from the place where our mothers, our parents have to borrow through their nose to make sure that we scare through. You not having the financial capacity could be a very huge challenge. To encourage anybody at this state, take it easy. God sees it all. I pray that God help anyone that is going to see this video. Another thing I want to talk about is visa challenges could make you lose focus on the journey. You can actually lose focus on the journey. You can decide that, okay, since the visa is not forthcoming, what am I looking at? I think I should just forgo it. I think there is nothing else for me to do because the visa is not coming. These are visa challenges. Take it one step at a time. Everybody must not come to Lithuania. There are other better countries. There are other better places. There are better things that God has in store for each and every one of us. I am here today shooting this video from Lithuania. It doesn't mean I'm going to be in Lithuania for the rest of my life. We keep moving. We keep going to places that where God wants us to go. So, In that case, do not lose focus when you're going through these challenges. It is not easy. With the kind of manipulations going in Nigeria, even people that are not Nigerians are using our passports to commit atrocities, it is sometimes difficult for country to issue out their visa. That is why you have to pray and don't lose focus. That is why you have to keep moving and don't be discouraged. That is why you don't have to fret. That is why you need to know the God you serve and what you're thinking, what God can do. You hear what God cannot do, does not exist. Some of you joke around with it. It's not a joke. We are serious. It is a serious business. So don't lose focus. When you're having those visa challenges like most of you are having now, do not lose focus. Another thing is curiosity and anxiety. You're so anxious. You're curious. What is this consulate saying? What is this school saying? What is happening? Are you sure I can go? Are you sure I can come? Can I be able to come here? What is happening? I'm so full of anxiety. I'm so curious. I cannot start classes. Classes were meant to start September. Now it's 11th. I haven't seen anything. Can you pray? Can you put yourself together and say, God, I give it to you? Because God is the only person. Trust me, your school cannot do otherwise. What the school and the agent does is for we to get your admission from the university, which is to say that you are incorporated into an institution, and the school, they acknowledge you as their student by providing you an acceptance letter. And after that is done, we ship off your documents to the consulate. So every decision is in the hands of the consulate, which is to say you could have a very good, excellent, amazing document and still be rejected visa. So when we are saying pray, don't be too anxious, don't be too curious. All you need is to pray. I'm sounding like this because I've been there. Prayer helped me, not my documents. Oh, of course. So what did she say? I also submitted accurate documents. But that was more of God help me than paper help me. So we should look more onto God and not the documentations. When you're doing that, a lot of curiosity is just going to fade off. Anxiety is just going to lie low because now there is a bigger focus. God, is this what you're saying towards this delay? Help me, assist me. This is the angle I'm coming from. Another thing again is the thought of giving up. Due to visa challenges, most of you have just decided to give up. What are you giving up for? Why are you so discouraged? Why are you so down? Why are you on the floor? It is okay to cry, people. Sometimes I just cry to ease stress. It is okay to yell when it's necessary. Just yell, scream, shout. Do anything you want to do. But fall, it's okay to fall, but it is abnormal to remain on the floor when you fall. So when you fall, you stand up again. I've been rejected visa before. I have. From one of the Schengen countries. That was not the fault of the consulate. I knew nothing. I was traveling to a country. I wanted to go for a visit without an invitation. So automatically, they told me we cannot give you a visa. After I was waiting, happy. But I learned from my lesson. That didn't stop me from reapplying. I reapplied with the correct document and I backed it up with prayer because that is the solid foundation that I need to get my result, people. And here you go. I went back to the embassy at the set date. I went and they were like, this is your passport. I took my passport, I opened it. That is the visa. I packed my things and here I am. So going to any other country, now I'm going to move and go with the right documentation with prayer ahead of it. And that's it. Because prayer is just what I need, the code to unlock the door. And that is it. I just connect those dots together. God, what are you saying? What is the situation? And that is it. But when you don't have an in-depth understanding of what I'm saying, this girl is blabbing. I'm not blabbing because I am talking out of experience. Another thing I really want to say in this video is regrets. Sometimes you can be regretting and be like, okay, I should have just not started anything. But it's okay. I just want to say something today to everyone listening to me, to anyone watching me today. What I want to say is that nothing good in life comes easy. Nothing good in life can be plugged just the way we plug oranges. Even before we start plugging oranges, people that take care of oranges, they go, they plant it, they water it, they nurture it. It grows into a tree. It was a seed before. It goes into a tree. When a tree starts leaves, producing fruits. Sometimes the oranges are green, from green to yellow, just like that. See, it becomes ripe. They plug it, they process it. We get juice from it. We get a lot of things from it. Which is to say, life itself is a process. So if you're going through any visa challenge, the school is delaying, the consulate in Turkey is not responding, things are not working the way you plan, I just want to encourage you, and I want to tell you that everything is going to be fine. Everything is going to be fine. God provided the means for you to get to this stage. There are people today that cannot even get to the stage of this visa process and where you are. I just want to make you understand that do not take every day, every step you've taken in the process of your life for granted, because there is light at the end of the tunnel. When I was going through my time, when I was going through my visa challenges, there was nobody there to really push me and encourage me except my mother and some spiritual fathers that I was connected to. And I told myself, I'm going to get to my destination no matter what it is. I just want to encourage anyone listening to me today and watching this video all over the world. I don't care if you're from Nigeria, if you're from India, Pakistan, but anywhere in the world you're from. Challenges when you're processing your visa is necessary for you to get your desired result. Lock it up in prayers. Keep moving. Don't give up, because if you do, you lost. You can still change the ordinances and the happenings around you. All you have to do is to take the right step and do the right things at the right time. Not doing the right things at the wrong time, or being in the right place in the wrong time. We are human beings. We are bound to make mistakes. We are bound to cry when necessary. Or visa challenge, I see some of you, you're writing me, you're already off, you're frustrated. I'm like, what? And for those of you that have applied and they've denied, I've told like one or two of you, I told you to brace up, relax, take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Buckle up again and push prayer ahead of your document this time. Now, let's balance the equation. Make sure you have a complete document that is required by the embassy. No forged document. Every document should be authentic. And on the other hand, put your prayer ahead of your document. There are people they gave visa without them being qualified. Some people prayed their way through. That is what I'm saying. Pray your way through. For those of you that are not Christians, I don't know what you're worshiping, pray through. I'm not here to discriminate anybody, whatever you believe. I'm not saying stop believing anything you're believing. I am saying that there are bound to be challenges in every good thing that you want in life. So brace yourself up and get yourself together and focus on the prize and not the challenges. Pray more than you complain. Thank you so much for coming across my channel. Don't forget to subscribe and drop your comments. Click the notification button. Also, I'll be coming your way. I'll be dropping like other videos. We'll also talk about other countries, and universities are open. So should in case you have any questions, anything you want to ask me, this is the Exploring the World channel. We are here to change lives. We are here to bless people. Do have a blessed day. Proud of my work, I turned it around. I'm burning the fuse, I don't wanna burn out.